One of the channels that I'm subscribed to on YouTube is Tulsi Gabbard, and today she came out with a video that says this.
So we've got some good news to share. Last week before I left Congress, I introduced a resolution calling on the federal government to immediately begin a universal basic payment of at least $1,000 a month to every single American, tax-free, to help them weather this storm of the coronavirus pandemic. Now, it's been good to see over the last few days that there are Democrats and Republicans in the House and the Senate, to include today President Trump and Mnuchin, who have all started speaking out in support of this direct cash payment to every American. This bodes well for the next aid package that will be going through Congress to make sure that this is a central part of it, making sure that direct assistance to every American does not get caught up in the red tape and the bureaucracy that so often happens in our government, and that they don't have to wait weeks or months to be able to get this help. This is something that needs to be sent directly to every adult American right away.
Well, I think some thanks are in order. First off, I want to thank Andrew Yang for introducing the concept of universal basic income into the national conversation and really popularizing the idea. Second, I of course want to also thank Tulsi Gabbard for introducing this particular bill into Congress, this bill that's apparently really popular. I'm thankful to all the Democrats and Republicans in the House and the Senate who are coming out in favor of this. I'm thankful to President Donald Trump for being in support of this. It's looking like we're going to be receiving some money. Hell yeah! All right. But yeah, I live in the state of Washington where, we've had more deaths from the coronavirus than any other state in the country, right? There's this hospital where a bunch of people have been dying from coronavirus it's like a 3 minutes drive from where I live, right? Drive through that area all the time. It's funny, like, driving through there, it's like, I'm going to roll up my window. But yeah, because of the fear of coronavirus, a lot of people are avoiding like highly populated areas, right? They don't want to get sick. They don't want to catch the coronavirus. They don't want to die. So because of this, business is down like all over the place. There are all sorts of businesses that are suffering right now. They're just not bringing in as much business. So one of the things that some businesses are doing is reducing their open hours. Take, for example, the place where I work. It used to be that each day of the week we would open at 11 a.m., but now there's 3 days of the week where we open at 4 p.m. And now my work schedule has been completely rearranged. There's all sorts of other people having to work fewer hours and thus are not bringing in as much money. Some people are even being laid off of their jobs. So yeah. The UBI is looking really nice right about now. Really necessary, actually, for a whole lot of people. Don't get me wrong, I already supported UBI before the fear of coronavirus started wreaking havoc on our economy, right? It's always been a good idea. That being said, while I do think that a UBI is a great way of dealing with our economic problems, there's still the problem of the actual virus itself. The fact of the matter is, there are some things that we could have done to have kept it better under control, better contained. Or there's stuff that we could have done that just simply was not done. Okay, we have a lot of very outdated methodologies. Like, we really need to update our ways of doing things, like all over the globe. Okay. So one of the things that would have helped prevent this from spreading all over the place, one of the things that would have helped us keep it more contained, is if we had more self-sustaining communities. If the cities that we lived in, the villages, the towns, if they were all more self-contained and self-sustained. Yes, I am in fact talking about the kinds of community designs proposed by the Venus Project and One Community, but specifically with walls and/or moats surrounding them to make it easier to put them on lockdown during something like coronavirus. In such a place, if the community you're in goes into lockdown, whether you're quarantining the threat or trying to keep it out, there will simply be no need to go anywhere else or to rely on imports. So, one of the problems with the communities we're in right now is that our homes are on grids. Our cities are networked in codependent ways. It's okay to have a global internet and communication system. It's okay for inventors to share their designs online for people to 3D print in the privacy of their own homes. But you shouldn't have to rely on some city grid for energy. And you shouldn't have to rely on a neighboring city for produce. You shouldn't have to commute from one city into another to get that special kind of vegan chicken that you just can't find anywhere else. The resources for making it should be grown in all communities. So as great as it is that everyone's talking about UBI, hopefully we can get them also talking about self-sustaining communities. Don't get me wrong, just the fact that we're talking about UBI has got me in a pretty good mood. Alright guys, that's it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and share it with other people. If you're interested in watching my future videos, please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you all in the next one. So have a good one, guys, and peace.
Yang gang, 2020.